Hey guys, it is Sunday here in West Virginia, and today we're doing a bonus unboxing for you guys. It's actually some Hot Pursuit stuff from Greenlight. We've been doing a lot of that lately, but it's not a Mopar police car. Today it is a Ford police car, and actually a wheel and tire set, which is extremely hard to find nowadays for Hot Pursuit, made by Greenlight. And it comes with other accessories, which is pretty cool. That I'm going to show you first because I've done a couple wheel swaps with these already. This is it here, your Hot Pursuit exclusive wheel and tire multi-pack. And you can see here that they also give you a push bar and a light bar. I know somebody mentioned in Instagram it would be cool if they made a pack with just light bars and push bars, because they have so many different varieties of lights. They have from the single bubblegum style light to the clear straight bar, and then I guess the iconic most known light bar where one side's red, one side's blue with a clear center. And then they have this thing here, which is wild looking. So there's a lot of them that they could put in one of these packs that they make and use on their vehicles on a regular basis. So what they give you here are four different styles. These two are pretty much identical, like these two here. I don't know, maybe one is a little bit bigger in diameter than the other. It looks like this one is a small diameter. It looks like these may be the same as those, but the tire, as you can see, the tires are fairly wide. These ones are pretty skinny with the blue rim. These are made for, I guess, New York police cars or any blue police car. Now, the ones above it are large diameter. I think these are from the Dodge Charger, like the newer style, say 11 or newer, 13 or newer, Dodge Charger police car. I used to have one that had these wheels on it, and it looked pretty good. It was actually a green machine. The wheels were green, and they had the chrome dog dish. Now I've swapped two vehicles, one with the big diameter wheels and one with these blue ones. And one thing you have to watch out with these wheels and tires, and it happens with a lot of cars with painted wheels, especially when they paint over chrome, the paint wants to flake off very easily. And I learned that the hard way. If you try to install these on a car that you have to take the tire off to get the wheel onto the axle, you'll probably lose a little bit of paint around the lip. So anyways, we are talking about the paint on these wheels. Sorry guys, I had to take a break for a second and just restarted, so I lost my train of thought. So anyways, the big diameter wheels I did use on a vehicle, so we'll get back to that point here. But as I was saying, if you do have to remove the tire from the rim and keep putting it and put it back on, the lips, especially these blue ones, the paint will start flaking. And underneath is chrome, and some of the wheels were even black underneath. Half of them were like I guess they were originally molded in black and then chromed and then painted blue. Well, some of them didn't have such a good chrome job because some of the rims, when the paint flaked, it was black, and then some were chrome. So anyways, that ended up being a problem. And anyways, the black ones do the same thing. So yeah, just be careful. If you do have to remove the tire from the rim, you're going to run into some flaking problems. The black is an easy fix, but the blue is not, because it's hard to find something that matches that blue. If you have a large variety of paints at home for modeling and stuff, you probably won't have that big of a deal, or maybe you can mix something to match it, but I don't have that at my disposal, so I'll show you what I did. And anyways, so here's the large diameter Charger cop wheels with the dog dish caps. I put them on one of my adventures, and I think it actually looks pretty cool. I don't know, it's like that retro stock look. It looks stock, but they're large diameter and the truck is slammed on the ground with like air ride or something. So I do like the way this one turned out with these wheels. Some of these are like my guinea pigs. I always switch wheels on these trucks. Some of them I have gotten sets that are like permanent fixtures to them. This may be one of them because this is actually pretty nice looking, but these tires are very wide, as you can see. And up here in the front, I think the tire is actually rubbing on the top of the fender well, but maybe not hitting the top of it, but the side of it up there. I think it has a curvature the further you go up, and now, or it's at angled, and the tire is rubbing slightly on the inside because it's not rubbing on the frame and it's not rubbing on the fender on the outside part, so it's got to be on the inside. There's got to be a curve or an angle up there where that thing is rubbing, but it does look really cool. And on this here, it rolls just fine because it's got some grip tape. So, well, not tape, but you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like sandpaper. So that one turned out really good. Now, the car that we're unboxing today is this guy here. The 1967 Ford Custom. And this is a really cool one because it's Chicago Police. And it came exactly like the car in the picture. It had black wheels, and they even painted the dog dish caps black. If they would have at least left chrome dog dishes on it, I probably would not have tried to mod it. But because they did that, I removed those, and one of the wheels busted. The axle busted, and the tip of the axle stayed in the wheel. It was kind of strange. That's the first time that's occurred. Usually the tip on the wheel, the little nipple, I call it, on the back of the wheel, the female end usually busts off the wheel before the axle will break, but the barbed end of the axle actually broke off into the wheel. So anyways, I decided I put the blue wheels on this guy, and now let's get him out and take a look at him. And if you look up Chicago police cars, like for 1967, they had a 67 Chevy Biscayne, which I hope that Hot Pursuit Greenlight does one day. And they had 67 Fords. And, well, the ones that they had pictured have white wheels with the dog dish caps. So I was going to leave the blue because the blue is not that bad of a match for the blue on this, because this is kind of like New York blue. It's just a little bit lighter. I mean, I'm sorry, a little bit darker. But the wheels would have worked. So when I was taking them on and off, though, the tires, because this wheel opening here is pretty, like low, I don't know how else to say it. It's like only a 3/4 opening. It's not a full wheel opening, so you don't have that big arch there to just pull the wheel off and pop the wheel and tire back on. So you have to remove the tire, put the wheel on, then put the tire back on the wheel. So as you can see, this one is the shittiest one. So as you can see, it looks, I don't know, like there's clumps of paint or something. I don't know why that one did it. And you can still see it's not perfect around the edge and such. That one's a little better, but this side over here actually, I think, turned out okay. There's a little spots that are missing because what I had to do is paint most of the wheel. Actually, I painted the entire wheel, but once I got them on and put the tires back on, it rubbed the paint off of the lip of the wheel, so I had to go around and touch up. Some of them weren't so bad. Like this one here was actually pretty good, almost perfect. That's probably the best looking one of the four. This one isn't too bad, but you can see there's a couple little places on the lip that need touched up. And then this front one also did pretty well. That one turned out horrible, though. I don't know what happened there, but it does not look that great. But from a distance, like if you have it sitting down here in a diorama, it looks pretty good. And actually, I think I like it a lot more than an all black wheel. As I said, black wheels with a dog dish cap, no matter what color the cop car is, always looks good in my opinion. But color matched Stillies with dog dishes look even better. But the Chicago Police Department decided to do it on the, I guess, the off color, I would call it, because it's not the main color. The main color is blue, and they just painted the roof and the front doors and the deck lid white. Then they color matched the wheels to that. Now, New York City, almost the whole entire car is blue, except the roofs are white on the at least 70s Mopars, and they painted their wheels blue. But I can understand why, because the car is almost entirely blue, except for the roof. But anyways, these sets are nice. I just wanted to point that out, that can happen if you take the tire on and off a lot. So I would try to find cars with larger wheel openings where you do not have to do that. And then, as I mentioned, the blue, if it does happen, you may be able to match it if you do have a large variety of model paints. If not, the other option is paint it a different color. Whatever you have, and I happen to have white from Testers, so I painted it, and I tried to scrape a lot of the chips down and stuff so it didn't come out so bad, but for some reason that back one didn't turn out too good, and I almost stripped that whole thing back down to the chrome, and it still turned out like that. It may have been my brush, but as I said, looking at it like right now, it's fine, and this one's going to stay outside in my Mr. Norm's diorama. I know it's not a Mopar, but it is era correct, because like the dealership's supposed to be getting in like model year 71s, and you could say maybe it is like the fall of 1970. A lot of times I say fall of 71, but we could say like the fall of 70, and probably running around Chicago you would see a few of these still. It's not like they replaced all of their patrol cars every year. You always see leftover ones that are like a decade old in any city that you go to most of the time. So, and especially back, like, say, through the 60s. I even noticed it a lot during the 80s and 90s, living in Cleveland, like, all the way up until probably the mid-90s. We still seen a lot of the box-style Caprices and Paula cop cars. And then finally, they turned over to those bubble-style ones. And then they had the Crown Vics, too. The majority were Crown Vics and LTD, Limited, Crown Vic, whatever. Those were the most popular one. We didn't have a lot of Chevys. There were a few, though. So, anyways, as I said, this one suits the diorama a little better than the 74 Monaco, because that's a little bit too new. And this one matches very well with the 74 Monaco that Greenlight makes, and I will show that one to you guys. We're going to be doing a video on it soon, but yeah, as you can see, there is the 74 Monaco and the 67 Ford together, both from Greenlight. And as you can see, this one they did right. They have the white wheels with the dog dishes, but we'll be doing a video on that pretty soon, along with a couple of other early model Monaco cop cars. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video for today. We'll be back again on Monday to do our regular Mopar Monday. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And also, yes, I will, I do have a few extra sets of these wheels for the Hot Pursuit. I ordered a box of them to save on shipping. And anyways, if somebody needs this set outside of eBay, I can do like 12 bucks a set. But if they're on eBay, they're going to be like 14 bucks on eBay. That's just because of their fees and such are pretty high. So if you need a set of these wheels and tires for your police cars, message me here or on IG. If it's on here, I'll just direct you to my IG. So it's better to find me on IG. Same name, Ron's Muscle Car Diecast, and I believe it's one word. They're all connected. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet done so. I really appreciate all of your support from every one of you. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my videos.